to wait too long, and the environmental impact of what they're being served. Our lives are becoming more complex in every way. Prominent Auckland restaurant owner and master chef Judge Michael Bull is joining us. Michael and his wife Annette run Baduzi restaurant in downtown Auckland, and more historically the Grove as well, and they've trained quite a few talented New Zealand chefs in their kitchens. Kia ora, Michael.
Kia ora. Hey, Jim. How's it going? Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming on. Well, almost half of the younger diners surveyed that I've been talking about prefer to order last once others have. A quarter of them like to peruse the menu even before going out to eat. Michael, do you think there is the same level of anxiety here? Because we did a quick office survey, and it seems there is.
Well, look, Jim, I've been at this hospital game for a long time and seen a lot of things come and go. But I do think it is valid. It really does happen. I know that we have friends in our circle that whenever they travel around the world, they'll see new restaurants. They go on Instagram and they know what the menu is before they arrive. I see that a lot with our customers coming in, a lot of our young clientele that come in. And, you know, I have my sample size immediately. I have two young teenagers, my son and my daughter. I asked them, and it's a real thing. They have this anxiety between them and their friend group to whenever they're going out to order. So I think it is definitely something. I don't know what exactly it is, but it is a thing.
Before we get to your own methods for reducing menu anxiety, because I know you've got some, a couple more observations. We maybe feel more socially anxious post-pandemic, for one thing. I saw that mentioned. But more importantly, food is more a part, do you think, of young people's lives now?
Yeah, I think it's more, I find it's like part of the youth talent. They just use it because it's something they need to do. I don't know. It's maybe not as passionate, and it's not something that I know when I was growing up. You know, I'm from a larger litter, and I don't know, my brother and I, we circle around with my two younger sisters. We don't know how they survive because we eat everything in the house. You know, it's such a huge food topic for us. I mean, some people remember their family holidays. Remember in '76 we went to the Grand Canyon. Ours is like, remember in '76 the mermaid brought rib of beef and those homemade raviolis. I mean, we take food really serious in our house. And my kids are sometimes like, maybe it's too much. But I don't know if it's a generational thing. They have it, if it is a pandemic. But I know, even if you're talking about texting or phone or calling someone, there's anxiety of even talking on the phone. Somebody I'll call to make to confirm a reservation, and they'll be texting me back, and they just don't want to talk to me.
Yes, I've heard about that phenomenon, and that's fascinating as well.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I'm older, of course. I'm pretty indecisive about menu choices. A lot of people I know differ when ordering, but I wouldn't call that anxiety. I mean, I'm old enough, Michael, now even to withstand the scorn when I order a steak that isn't rare. So, is there a definite generational split in restaurant dining that you see?
Yeah, absolutely. It's actually, I find that there is a common thread. And this is someone who, I'm a Kiwi by choice, so I'm an American. I've lived here for 20 years. And so for me, it's always been, is it a New Zealand thing? Does it come back from the roots of it being, the English heritage? I don't know. But I have always observed this really interesting way that New Zealanders would be in a restaurant. You'll ask them what type of water do they want. Would you like filtered water, like tap water, or would you like a bottle of sparkling? And I'm not judging you. If you want tap water, that's totally fine with me. I just want to know if you want sparkling water or if you want tap water. And I'll notice just that initial question you'll ask somebody, you could just see I've just dropped a grenade on the table and it exploded. And it's like they don't know what to decide on what to do. And I just smile to myself as much as it's cute. I'm like, oh, bless. Let me help you with this first big question. So start your evening off.
Point made. Is some of the anxiety also these days people wanting to take their time? Maybe Kiwis have always wanted to take their time. And restaurants, of course, understandably are keen to hurry them up a bit on big dining nights. Is that a New Zealand thing too?
Well, yeah, I think, it's a night out. It's a big night out with like Americans, they don't really fancy dessert, for example. They just kind of want to tone, they want to pay, they want to move on, they want service, chop, chop. I do find when I came here to New Zealand that, you're going to go out. This is an event. It's an anniversary, it's a birthday, or it's just celebrating life. But I do know going out is special as it should be.
What is your solution then, as a restaurant owner, for easing some of this anxiety and all this kerfuffle and bother when people come in?
Yeah, I think, the art of hospitality, and the art of taking care of the customers is sometimes you'll have 8 businessmen, and they just want to kind of talk and do their business. You want to read the table. Sometimes you have a table there. They want to know about the food, about the menu, about your whole ethos. They want to know the inspiration. They want to chat. They want to know about a wine match. They want to know more information. So I think the art is reading the table. Sometimes you might have to, it's like you're prying open a manhole cover on the ground, and you need to sometimes use a little bit more force, and sometimes you just have to leave it alone.
Michael Curtis with us. There is quite a lot of psychology involved here for you, because you must have to weigh up the levels of age, youth, conservatism, and adventurousness too in the groups that come in.
Yeah, my undergraduate degree was actually psychology. It's like a theater. Every night is different. There's good nights, there's bad nights. There's nights I'll meet some new people. I'll be invited over to their house for barbecue. So it's a wonderful industry, and it's one that, there is this psychology. I think you need to open your eyes, be attentive, and be able to read the room, read the situation. Read every guest is different.
Read the room, yeah.
Yeah.
Most of us have phone likes and dislikes, I would have thought. I wonder how many people want to order, or how many people would want the waiter or the chef to decide. That's interesting.
Yeah, look, I like to make people do things. You'll have someone that say, I hate cauliflower, and I'll be like, I'm going to make you love cauliflower. Someone tell you that. If I ever hear that, I'm going to, and I think I'm really sad that we do offer some food that people are like, I never thought I was going to have tripe, and I was going to love it so much. It's delicious. I love tripe now. Auckland's changed a lot in the 20 years I've been here in the hospitality scene, and there's a lot of excellent restaurants, from dumplings in Dominion Road to just some beautiful different cuisines. K Road is going back, and there's some really great offerings, and I think, people love the chefs, and there's a lot of romance with chefs, but I think we need to give some more credit to the front of house guys out there, because they're also equal. You need a restaurant with them. Great waiters, great cooks out there. Try a Negroni, or try a different version of a Negroni. Trust your bartenders, trust your waiters, and let them take you on a food journey. And you'll be opened up to some really wonderful surprises.
Those of us, Michael, who grew up on tripe and lamb's fry as younger New Zealanders in the old days, you might have a hard job persuading us back into that territory.
Yeah, I'm up for the challenge. Yeah.
Look, and nothing personal, but with more conservative patrons, is there also a level of mistrust around what they'll get? Because you often hear complaints like, I eventually found the steak that was concealed by a Florida broccoli. People like to think they'll get enough to eat.
Absolutely. It's the worst. I think this is also a cultural thing. You don't want to have someone complain or hear about a complaint in like a TripAdvisor review, or say that I think it was horrible. Somebody will send us an email saying, hey, I got hungry. I'll call them and say, if I would have known, I would have tried to fix it, and I would make sure that we'd send you another dish, or make sure that we look after you.
So you can.
Yeah, I think that's all true.
So you can do that in restaurants. You could actually say that without being smeared all the way,
Yeah, just say I'm still hungry, or is that main course going to be enough? Or I need to add a little side dish with that, and then the waiter can explain, actually that comes with a little salad and a little potato. So I think it might be enough that, if you want, we have a little side of eggplant parmigiano, or a little side of this if you want.
Yeah, because it works both ways, doesn't it? Conversation is important. Are you noticing the environmental concerns found by this polling company among your diners?
I think, absolutely. I think a lot of people, it's such a hot topic. I mean, we're looking at the restaurant industry now more than ever, the cost of vegetables, for us, I love, one of my favorite things is the sauce going with the veal bones or the chicken bones, and you're throwing in the little veggies and the onions and all the little scraps, because you want to make the most out of absolutely everything. In the restaurant, you don't want to waste things now more than ever.
Seeing as you have a psychology degree, which I didn't know, can I ask you this, just finally, what is it about food? Because when a meal is served, and let's say there are a few of us to eat it, I always wait until the rush has subsided out of politeness, but there is an anxiety inside that I'll miss out, even though that's completely illogical. Is that common? And does it maybe extend to making the wrong menu choice? That's part of the anxiety as well.
Yeah, what's the worst having menu and a dish and when someone else orders something, Yeah, I think it is a real thing. I think there is this general politeness, like you don't want to take the last prawn in the bowl, and you want to make sure you have definitely that etiquette when you dine out. But I would say, does that answer your question?
I think so. There are such complexities involved, aren't there, in many parts of our brain and operation. We go into restaurants like yours. Thank you. Very good of you to give us your time on this, Michael.
Oh, I love it. Anytime. Give me a call. I love chatting about these things.
Michael Bird on RNZ National. That first question Michael mentioned as a texter is actually, are you going to charge me for sparkling water? The rugby. Jim, that game wasn't played how it would be in the Rugby World Cup. Kicks at goal weren't taken early and subs wouldn't be rolled on the way South Africa did. We also didn't show anything on attack, so I think the ABs may be boxing somewhat. I'm clinging to that belief anyway, says Joe. I haven't seen anyone else observing the boxing, but let's hope that is so, Joe. A fan of Brian Johnson. Yay, Jim, a pitch for good oral health. Recent research in Scandinavia reveals tooth loss to be detrimental to longevity. Russell Ward. Yes, he's very careful with his teeth. After 9, Media Watch with Colin People.
RNZ News at 9. Good morning, I'm Susan Alayatawa. Korea says the apartments market is bouncing back. Now tourists and students are returning post-pandemic. The property data company Goodall says the housing market appears to be bottoming out, with values declining for the better part of 2 years. But Mr. Goodall says short-term accommodation like apartments or Airbnb trends seem to be lifting a little faster than other parts of the market.
Since the borders have opened, we've seen a bit of a drop in most of the value of properties because we can now deploy international students back. We've got many more tourists here, and they absolutely look for those options that are close to town, enable them to be close to all the fun things they want to do while they're touring New Zealand.
Nick Goodall says CoreLogic is forecasting muted growth in the housing market as a whole over the next year or so. Police in Counties Manukau want to hear from witnesses of an aggravated robbery at a McDonald's in Papatūātoa overnight. Police were called about 3 o'clock this morning after 4 men entered the fast food restaurant armed with tools. They stole items from staff members and assaulted one worker who was not seriously injured. A scene examination is being carried out, and police want to hear from anyone in the area who witnessed the robbery at the McDonald's on Cavendish Drive in Manukau, or who saw anything else suspicious. An Auckland advocacy group says there's little new in the transport priority list for the city. The list, jointly announced by Mayor Wayne Graham and the government, includes congestion charging, sustainable maintenance building, and starting to move the city's port. Maori from the group, Greater Auckland, says increasing public access to the port is more important now than moving it, and he believes the council should be footing more of the bill to make the whole plan a reality. Thousands of people have gathered in the US Capitol to commemorate the 60th anniversary of the Civil Rights Movement's pivotal March on Washington. Martin Luther King Jr. led the original demonstration during which he made his I Have a Dream speech. The BBC's Peter Bowes has more details.
The 1963 March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom, when Martin Luther King Jr. made his impassioned address to the crowd, is etched in American history as a turning point. It helped pave the way for federal civil rights and voting rights legislation, and is seen as a watershed moment for Black Americans. 6 decades on from Dr. King's rallying call for equal rights, another crowd has gathered in front of the steps of the Lincoln Memorial for what they say is not a mere commemoration, but a continuation of the struggle for equal voting rights, employment and education opportunities.
Southland Regional Council is investigating a second site after historic toxic waste was detected at a coal mine near Gore. The council said it found up to 2 truckloads of aluminium dross powder discharged at the Goodwin mine after community concerns were raised. An investigation found the discharge dates back to 1988, before the Resource Management Act was passed 3 years later. Council's Land Sustainability Manager Fiona Wong says the contaminated land poses little risk.
We tested for nitrogen, we tested for fluoride, and both those occasions, for both those testing came back with low levels, and levels that we would expect in the environment anyway, based on sort of the land use at the time.
Fiona Young confirmed a second potential discharge site is under investigation. Thieves in Switzerland have conquered one of the country's most challenging climbing routes. They ascended to an altitude of more than 2,000 metres and traversed gorges on narrow steel cables, all to rob a collection box. The box belongs to a local climbing club which maintains Switzerland's longest protected climbing route. The route is classed as level 5, the most difficult, and involves serious climbing. The climbing club is not sure exactly how much money was stolen, but thinks it was likely about $800. Dame Lisa Carrington became the women's K1 500 canoe sprint world champion for the 4th time in Germany last night to add to her medal tally. Dame Lisa also picked up gold in the K4 team event yesterday. And the Tall Blacks were beaten 99-72 by the United States overnight in their first FIBA Men's Basketball World Cup game in the Philippines. That's the news. We gotta trust it, there's nothing else we can do.
Killer.
Hello, I'm Simon Morris, and on Afternoonies, America has belatedly discovered older audiences in films like Jules. Australia's a lovable animal track with a difference. Hi there, big dogs. I'm trying to get by.
I know where that is. Right up my...
Oh, no, that can't be right. Bad damn. Afternoonies this afternoon, 1:30 on RNZ National.
RNZ National on air online on iHeartRadio, Sky TV and Preview. Now the short forecast from Met Service. This is until midnight tonight. Northland to Waitomo, including Coromandel Peninsula, Taupo and Taumarunui. Partly cloudy with isolated showers. Day of plenty however, apart from isolated showers this afternoon. Taranaki to Manawatu, including Kaihake, cloudy periods with a few showers becoming frequent for a time this morning. Kitson to Wairarapa and Portofino to Wellington, showers heading north this morning and afternoon, possibly heavy in the east. Marlborough and Lansing, cloudy periods with isolated showers becoming scattered in the west this afternoon. Bulla and Westland fine apart from isolated showers north of Greymouth till this afternoon. Canterbury, scattered showers with some snow showers above 400 metres, especially this afternoon. Fiordland, Otago and Southland, scattered showers even tonight, snow possible above 400 metres. And Chatham Islands, mostly cloudy with the odd shower. RNZ National, 6 minutes past 9. More news and weather at 10.